Alrighty, welcome back to the Tuesday show. We have talked now about a couple of the games that have been either announced or shown more of at the E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo over in Los Angeles, California.
Right.
Which we get a chance to go to tomorrow. God, I'm still looking at that picture. Crap.
And I'm 100% just gonna take the train in there, dude. That's all I'm gonna do.
You got it up. Oh, it's just I can't.
Oh god, it's still there. I can't get rid of it off of my monitor. Okay.
Ugh,
Right.
that was tough. Wow, what a face swap. What are we talking about? E3 is going on, and there's been stuff announced and whatnot since basically the weekend. Some of the presentations were over the weekend. There was today the Nintendo, I guess, did something in the morning that I didn't even know about yet.
I didn't get a chance to see it.
And there's going to be more stuff tomorrow, and things are going to be I guess playable today and tomorrow and Thursday the same. So things like Dragonball and Marvel Infinite, there will be more thoughts coming out from players, I'm sure, over the next couple of days. But when it comes to, God, I just can't get it out of my brain.
It's too funny.
What? E3.
E3.
Yeah.
E3.
What do you think so far?
I wish I could talk about the Nintendo stuff, but I haven't seen the Nintendo conference yet. I can honestly say I haven't been too wowed by a lot of the things that's been at the Microsoft and the Sony PlayStation conferences. I'm not enamored with a lot of things. Honestly, the best looking things in the Microsoft one were Cuphead again and Dragon Ball Z. At least Cuphead has a release date.
That's
they
true.
announced September, right? They announced September, so there you go. That's perfect, right?
Yeah. Game of the show for 5 consecutive years.
Yeah, exactly. So that's their plan, just to
been.
make it always people talk about Cuphead, basically, right? So, but Dragon Ball Z was the other good-looking one, right? And then in the Sony PlayStation conference, like the most impressive thing to me was an old game.
Yeah.
Shadow of Colossus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but again, that's kind of that nostalgia drug again, right?
Sure, although that was a really good game.
Yeah, that's a fantastic
Very
game.
good
And it was one of the games that, like, it needed to be upgraded in graphics. Because even as nice as it looked in PlayStation 2, you could tell that game would have that much more impact if the graphics were that much more
Sure, yeah,
improved.
that makes sense.
So I'm, like, really excited about that. But to be honest with you, like, I don't know if there's a lot of other games. I mean, God of War looks interesting, but it's more behind the back action now. It's less running around in, like, all directions, you know what I mean? So it's
and I guess you're stuck with Junior for the whole game. And
yeah, it looks like
I hope he's not going to be like some little jerk you got to take care of the whole time because nobody likes an escort mission. And if that's the entire game, I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, Shadow of Colossus, the game that came before, Ico, was a escort mission game, and that game is fantastic.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're not always bad, of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool and pretty unexpected that Ubisoft is doing something with Nintendo. Did you see that? You didn't see that?
The Rabbids game or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I don't even know anything about Rayman Rabbids, so I don't know what the collaboration is. But everyone was like, "Man, everybody really wants to." Like, they didn't know that they wanted this, Yeah,
it was basically it's like a turn-based game. It's kind of like XCOM-y, but with like the Mario characters and the Rabid versions of themselves, like Rabid Peach, Rabid Luigi.
Really?
Yeah, it's wild.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And it sounds kind of interesting, I guess. It's just it's totally unexpected. Like who would think that combination would happen? And then it would be like a turn-based game. It's very unexpected, but it looks fun. So what can you say? I think that looks pretty cool. I think among the non-fighting games, that's probably one of the ones that I am more interested in. Apparently, Nintendo announced 2 Metroid games.
Really?
Yeah.
But what kind of Metroid games? Like real Metroid games or
Metroid Prime 4?
Really?
Apparently only with a placard, no release date, etc.
Okay.
But that's going to be a thing. And then also Metroid Samus Returns, a side-scrolling 3DS game.
Ooh, so like an old school Metroid kind of game. I mean, hopefully it's Metroidvania-esque.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, the Xbox One X is a thing. It costs $500, and it's the most powerful console ever, and it has 1,000 teraflops. whatever.
I tweeted this out.
But I don't care about that at all.
I don't care about 4K graphics.
Me neither.
I just don't care about. I mean, I was saying the biggest
So
problem
many
right now
teraflops.
is like all these games. They all look the same right now. They're all. I mean, I think Eris said this. That they all look like Uncharted, right? They're either first-person shooter.
Yeah.
They're Uncharted or they're Dark Souls.
Yeah.
You know, and like all these games look the same to me. I don't know. And the thing about it is, for me, games are always about gimmicks. There was always a gimmick when it came out when I was growing up, right? It was like, here's this game, here's this goofy gimmick. Like my first favorite video game, you killed monsters with a pump. I thought that was cool. Instead of like, yeah, it was cooler than like shooting them with lasers and stuff like that. It was neat,
Fun
right?
game.
Or here's this game where you can, you know, your movement is limited by this way, so you have to do this. Or you can, you know, like video games were trying to do something that were out of the ordinary so that you had this fun game to play. And I feel like right now, all these games are trying to go this realistic route. Here's this giant world to explore, right? And like, I mean, it sounds weird because I've been playing a ton of Zelda and I love Zelda, but like the way that they did Zelda, it's beautiful. Like there's nothing to fight most of the time. You're just like exploring. And to me, I just like that. The gimmick of that game is the exploration. Then when you find all the shrines, you're playing video games, solving all the puzzles in the shrines. Like you go into the shrines, it's like, there's no reason why you should be dropping a ball into this thing and trying to like play mini golf with a giant ball by tilting a hammer. You know, like, there's just no reason for you to be doing this.
Cool,
but you have that in there because it's a video game. And it's so amazing. I love that, right? So I don't like that they're all doing this kind of thing now. Like Anthem, for example, was the big reveal for Microsoft. Game looked nice.
Sure, very pretty.
Game was very beautiful. But what was the gimmick of the game? What makes that game stand out outside of the fact that it looks more beautiful than other games that you've played that are just like it?
Well, I'm not sure.
Call of Duty, World War II. What makes that... Like, when you see the next FPS, what makes that FPS that much more interesting, right? I don't
know. But I always... my thoughts on that are, what if you are a fan of shooters or whatever... And you look at the fighting games and you're like, what makes any one fighting game different from another? Do people say that? Like,
yeah. A lot of people
I think they
do
too.
Yeah.
So that's always my consideration when I think to myself, that shooting game looks just like the other shooting game.
Right.
I just know that I don't know enough about it. So that's cool. People can enjoy their thing. And that's fine with me. But is it for me? No. That doesn't do much for me. Like I don't. Apparently, the Battlefield 1 is coming out with the Eastern Front expansion from World War I. I guess that's fine. Like that was a much more interesting front, but I don't think that matters. Like I posted about that on Twitter, and that's anyway. Clearly, it's not a historically accurate game, so fine.
Right.
It's just. I don't want to be critical about things that I know I don't really know that much about, but to me, it doesn't look that interesting.
Yeah, so like, you know, when I see a shooter game, and it's like Splatoon, and they just like, here's this gimmick, you paint the walls.
Clearly different.
You're swimming in them, and you're trying to claim more territory.
Clearly unique.
Yeah, I was like, that's sick.
Yes.
That's kind of neat. You know what I mean? And like, that's kind of the thing, right? Like, obviously, sometimes the graphics is the gimmick. Like Gran Turismo games, the graphics have always just been the gimmick, right? Like, this just looks as realistic as possible. Cars. Yeah, but it's all super realistic, right? Realistic. It's not like you're drifting everywhere and crazy stuff like that. The physics were real. The guy actually drove every car and the developers tried to mimic it, as much as possible. That was the gimmick. It was the most realistic the most realistic racing game ever. You know, stuff like that. Like, I just want my games to have gimmicks again. It's why I pissed off a lot of people on Twitter when I said that I think Okami is kind of overrated. Like, I love the game. I think it's beautiful. It's
very pretty.
It's one of my favorite games to look at, but I just didn't think the painting mechanic was thought out well enough. You know what I mean? Because it really was just Zelda items.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, instead of you carrying a boomerang and a candle, it was like, now it's a circle, now it's an X, now it's this, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, you know, what's the gimmick? What is it that makes your game that it's a video game to be played? That's something fun to be played.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 is happening.
Yeah,
That sounds cool. I mean, there's other cool stuff. Like, there's that Way Out game by EA, the co-op, I guess, kind of shooter. I don't know. It's like you shoot guns at some point at least, but there's also like escapes and whatnot. You're trying to escape out of a prison. That sounds more interesting than maybe others. There was that Spider-Man game.
Yeah. See, I mean, when I played Spider-Man 2, I just liked swinging. Like, I could just swing around. Like, after you powered up, I didn't care about anything more. I just swung. I just, like, was swinging around the city all over the place. I didn't care about rescuing balloons for 900 times or rescuing the 700th person falling off a building for some strange unknown reason. But, like, it was just fun to swing around and just do all the crazy, just to travel. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, the swinging was the gimmick of the game. That's what made the game so much fun.
Sure. I'm not real sure about how that Spider-Man game controls. Maybe there's been more info about it today and things have been playable. But, I couldn't tell, like, how actively you were controlling the swinging during the movement sections.
Right.
I thought that was kind of hard to tell from the trailer. You were definitely, like, aiming webs and stuff while fighting, but then you were also definitely just, like, reacting to, like, the game says, press X, and you're like, X! I hate that gameplay.
You hate QTEs.
I don't... Yeah. There's no interest there to me. Like, react! Okay, fine. What is that?
Yeah.
You're not doing stuff in my view. So I hope that's not a big part of the game. But if the swinging, if the movement is interesting, then cool. That's like sick.
I agree.
I'm down with that.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm definitely an old man when it comes to video games. Like, I'm that guy who's complaining about why movies can't all be like Gone with the Wind at this point in time. I totally am aware of that, and it's like
you get stuck at some point.
Yeah, it's. But I mean, the thing is, I still find new games that I do enjoy that I really love to play and everything. But like, it's.
I really like the perspective from let me see who that was, from Tsarn. It's a movie you have to press a button every 5 seconds to keep from turning off. Yeah. That is a really good explanation.
Dude, the funniest...
I don't want to watch that kind of movie.
The funniest... God. Someone tweeted this from, like, a PC version of a Spider-Man game where he's, like, supposed to try to, like, rescue this girl in this, like, lab that's about to explode, right? And you jump from the window and, like, you see him, like, get ready to web and a QTE shows up. Like, you see the girl, she's tied up to this machine, everything's on fire, and she's just like, please, save me! You know, and then Spider-Man jumps, the QTE comes out, he fails, and he just falls on his face, and it pans back to the girl, and she's like, I'm gonna die! And then the building blows up.
It was so like, fast, though. There was, like, no time to, like, digest that you had failed.
Help me! I'm gonna die! Boom! Like, and like, I couldn't stop laughing at that thing. But
that's like so dumb that it would actually be pretty funny to play a game that was just full of total nonsense like that.
Yeah, exactly.
If you like purposely did it stupidly to have it be fun, fine.
It was like it's like Dragon's Layers. You just want to see all the ways Dirk the Daring can die, right? So. Yeah. Oh my god.
That was really actually very funny.
Oh shoot.
I'm sure somebody will link it.
Yeah, hopefully someone
in the
can
old
link
chat.
It. I have it in my likes for sure. So.
You know, for MKX, the story mode had a bunch of QTEs in it.
Oh yeah.
And you didn't need to pay attention to them at all. You could just
it's true. Indie games on Steam is a lot of times where a lot of the interesting games.
Oh yeah.
These days, yeah. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. What was that?
I was just gonna say. I liked the story mode because you didn't actually have to press any buttons.
Oh, in Injustice, you mean?
No, in MKX story mode.
Okay.
If you didn't press the button at the right time, then your character just got hit. Mm-hmm. But like, there's no penalty to that.
Right? Yeah,
you just get beat up instead of beating up the other guy. Who cares?
Have you ever played Heavy Rain?
Well, that's fine. Actually, no, I haven't.
Dude, so Heavy Rain is like QTE the game, basically, right? But like, it's shown as a lot of characters can die and all this stuff like that, right? And like you have all these chase sequences where you're supposed to like jump over things.
What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about the lady saying I'm gonna die?
No, this one is to me it's almost just as funny. Okay, so the truth is your characters can only die like in one spot, but like there's these crazy fights that it looks like, oh, I'm about to get pushed into a blade, so you're like, if I miss the QTE, he dies, and how's the story going to change? But you succeed, right? There's this whole chase like through the supermarket where someone records the video where he fails every QTE event.
Okay.
It changes nothing. Like, the result is still the same, but everything is like, he's jumping over everything. He's like, oh my god, oh, like, the bad guy runs around the corner, and he tries to run around the corner, and he slips, and he hits the wall, and he runs, and he's like, tries to get out of the way of this lady. Like, the bad guy jumps, and this lady crosses, and he's like, oh my god, and like, slams into the lady, like, does this all day, and it's like the best video ever.
And it made it didn't matter at all.
And the bad guy never got further away, but like it was like a comedy because the guy couldn't do anything right, and like, oh my god, like I almost, dude, that shit was so funny, dude.
That would be really funny if that was like the intentional thing. Like you press the QT to make him slip, and like, Anyway.
Oh my god, that thing was so amazing.
I'm not sure if I am excited for the Spider-Man thing or not, because it entirely depends on how you actually control things. And I don't know from watching it.
Yeah, someone put it properly. That video went from intense chase to naked gun.
That's funny.
Yeah, someone linked the Heavy Rain video. Oh god, this thing is so hilarious. Do you want me to play this on
Yeah, go for
stream?
it, sure.
I need to... Oh god, this thing made me laugh so much.
Oh, yeah, Rocket League is coming to the Switch. That's pretty cool. I'm just looking up like the top announcements right now.
I can't stop laughing thinking about this. Oh god, this thing is the best.
Oh, there's a new Yoshi coming to the Switch.
Oh, nice, okay.
It includes paper mache and cardboard items.
Oh, they're going paper now instead of yarn.
Interesting. Yeah, I suppose.
Alright, I've got to show this video here, so here we go.
2 DLC packs for Breath of the Wild coming out.
Okay. Here we go. You ready for this, dude?
Let's do it!
You ready for this? Let's do this. I'll turn the volume on for you.
Miroslav Korda? Yeah? Lieutenant Carter Blake, I'd like to ask you some questions.
Oh my gosh. That was hot coffee.
Someone added music to this. Oh my god.
I know this music. What's this from?
This is Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
Someone actually added laughter to this. Oh, this is not the right one, but well, anyway.
Oh man, it's fine. You're getting hit by cars. It's cool. What, did he grab the wrong person?
Yeah.
God, that bad guy is just...
Like, seriously, this should be...
Yeah, the Benny Hill, right? Oh no, it was a very heavy table. The guy's still there. Oh my god. Oh no. Get him! Again.
And he's like not even any further. He's
right there. Oh yeah, these shrimp will get him. That was too much.
Dude, he's still there. He's throwing chickens at you now.
The chicken? Why are there live chickens in this grocery store? He even waves his hands like an idiot.
No difference.
He just gets hit by cars. Wow, that looks like a terrible video game.
There you go. That thing made me laugh so much. Oh my god.
That's not a good idea for gameplay. No.
That's pretty much the majority of that game is QTEs like that.
Well, I remember hearing about that game at the time, and I'm glad I didn't play. Good choice. Passed, David.
Oh my god. So
yeah,
good.
So anyway, some cool stuff for the Switch. There's a new Xbox One X.
You know, someone actually tweeted out that the abbreviation for Xbox One X is Xbox OX. Like, it's XBOX.
Xbox. Oh, it's
So
one of
it's-
those acronyms within an acronym.
Yeah, but then so they said that
Whatever that's called. Some name for
so
that.
the names went full circle, aka 360.
Oh god. Yeah, there's some word for that, like wine on Linux. Wine is not.
Yeah. Pine, like it was like pine is not elm or something like that, or
Wine is not. I don't know something. Anyway, yeah, I forgot the name for it. Whatever. I don't care about that.
yeah. And then people were tweeting out the tweet of like Xbox One XX, Xbox One XX Reload, Xbox One XX Accent Core, and then Xbox One Xrd and stuff. Oh man,
Wine is not an emulator. Thank you.
that's what it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
So whatever. It's not like the greatest E3 year. You know, you get some hits and some misses.
recursive acronym. This is what they said it's called.
Recursive.
I like that. Okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. You know. Oh yeah, cool news about the E-League. We'll talk about that in a bit.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Anything else about E3 itself?
Yeah.
Look, you mentioned before that there's a lot of games to check out. I think the fighting game announcements are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to play Marvel Infinite. I want to play DBZ, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
The City is available. I'm in there. Like, there's stuff that I want to play.
Yeah.
But
And ARMS, dude. I want to check out ARMS.
Exactly. Yeah, stuff like that. But for a lot of the other games, I feel like I'm just going to basically walk right past and, like, not pay attention to it. Maybe spend some time over in the old classic arcade section that they always have.
Yeah, we always go there where they have the
they stomp
Activision
on-
patches. Yeah.
Stomp on some noobs in Super Turbo, which they always have there. You know, people always sidling up to that machine like they think they know how to play video games. They don't.
I wonder if people even know about those Activision patches. They used to have it so that if you scored a certain score, took a photo of it, and mailed it to them, they would give you an
right.
iron-on patch.
Right.
That was like, hey, I beat this score, and I actually have a patch from Frostbite.
Woo!
I was like pretty much the best at that game. Like I was amazing at the game Frostbite. That game was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was really simplistic and surprisingly probably not very fun if I went back and played it now. But you know, dude, I was amazing at that game. So.
Pedantic Sim says what we were talking about is called a backronym.
Oh, a backronym.
That makes sense to me, but I'm glad to have taken lessons on words like that from Pedantic Sim. That's a beautiful name for exactly that kind of interaction.
Nice. But yeah, they always have a glass case at that retro arcade section with all of the Activision patches in there. So
yeah, as well as lots of other old games. Yeah, all right. So we're gonna get a chance to play E3 stuff tomorrow. I guess we'll talk about it next week on the Tuesday. But in the meantime, I guess that's it for E3. You want to talk about other stuff? Wow, there's a buttload of stuff to talk about. Jeez. CEO is also happening.
Oh shoot, I just forgot to change all the topics and stuff like that. Whatever. Okay.
Well, CEO 2017 is this coming weekend. It is a major tournament. It has been basically at there's the tier right below Evo.
Actually, a Combo Breaker champion here is linking us. Looks like a new leaked Marvel footage. Is this a joke? See, I'm always worried, but when I'm checking out a video from a Combo Breaker tournament champion here. Oh yeah, see, I knew that wasn't going to be real. Okay, anyways, let's go. Let's keep going.
Very funny.
Yes.
Yeah, so CEO is happening. It's like I was saying, just in that tier right below Evo. Right, Evo's its own beast, and then you got CEO, Combo Breaker, and whatnot. It's definitely in that mix. Last year was not the best CEO has been. There were some issues.
Yeah, it's the same.
But even still, it was really good, and I'm sure it'll all be ironed out now.
It's the same issue that Evo had last year. They were not ready for the amount of people to show up for it, and CEO just had terrible air conditioning problems, and because
There's no retro arcade at E3? I'm not going. ARMS comes out on Friday. I got Marvel Infinite Story Mode demo. I can watch DBZ stuff. Screw it.
Yeah, I know.
Why
right?
go? Why bother?
Look, I know it's a dream for a lot of people to make it to E3.
Yeah,
but this year is one of the first years where they've opened it back up to lots of people. And that was basically when E3 was the most miserable. Okay, number one.
Wow.
Can't
mix with the plebes, eh?
It's not even just that. It's that there's just so many goddamn people in there.
It means
miserable.
It means you have to do the same kind of thing if you go to Disneyland and it's super crowded. Which two rides do you want to ride that day?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I know what you mean.
But like obviously, like everybody is super excited about like going to E3. But man, like I just know it's just going to be so tiring.
Yeah, it will be.
It's going to be a lot of
but,
stuff
it'll
going
be cool.
on over there. So
anyway, so CEO, right? So Marvel Infinite will be playable at CEO. People who don't get a chance to play it at E3 will have the chance to do so at CEO. So that's very, very cool. On top of that, a ton of players and the list of what are you doing?
oh, this is the video that the Combo Breaker Champion linked us. And it's just the video.
Good timing.
It's just a video with Flo. He was like, "Play that video," and so I wanted to see what it was. And, yeah, I'm not worried about it in any case.
All right. Anyway, we'll both be there. We'll both be at CEO. We're going to be commentating various things. But again, always cool to look at CEO because it was one of the first big tournaments to make it more than just a tournament. The art section, the other stuff that they do,
and the presentation,
there's the pool party.
The presentation that he always does with the ring and everything like that has always been amazing. Although he's still not the first person to do a ring like he keeps claiming he is.
You're right.
But like it's still really cool, and he always creates that wrestling feel to it. Like Kenny Omega and Xavier Woods showed up last year. They even played an exhibition match against each other. There's a lot of cool things going on, at CEO. It's always been like, I mean, up until maybe last year, this year, it's always been the event to go to if you can't make it to EVO.
Yeah.
If you had to make one event that's not EVO. And nowadays, it's kind of Combo Breaker, but CEO's probably still right there.
For sure.
And it's not a surprise, right? Because Rick got a lot of his TO experience helping Jabali put together Combo Breaker.
Yeah, they work together very closely.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. They have put the stream schedules out. Capcom Fighters for SF5, NetherRealm for Injustice, Tekken, I guess, for the Tekken 7 thing. And you can find all that stuff on the CEO Gaming Twitter account. So I'm looking forward to it. And in part because there's going to be so many good players there. There's always a ton of good people who go to CEO. It's a premier event for basically everything, and that means you always get to watch really good play, like high level stuff.
Yeah, and Curly W, he's saying he's still working on the pools, so balancing out the pools. He did say that there's more unique competitors there than Combo Breaker, and about 200 more. And again, CEO has it has a reputation for being a great event, and then not only that, but it's always the event right before EVO where people get to test everything out. So.
Very important event, definitely. I've been trying to find the numbers this entire time.
Yeah, you should be able to play Marvel Infinite there, too. You should be able to play it at CEO as well. It's going to be playable at CEO as well. So I'm sure that Curly W has the numbers.
I found it. Okay. So Smash Wii U is actually in the lead.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And it's closed now, right? There's no in-person registration for CEO?
Yeah.
I know there was not for Combo Breaker. But let me know, Curly. So 611 right now for Wii U. Dang! That's a big one. And then 548 for Street Fighter V. Okay. In third place, 400 people in Justice 2. 292 for Melee. 247 for Tekken 7. Nice work. 147 for Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. Marvel 3 has 145. Pokken 121. KI 78. BB 76. KOF 14. 70. The last two of which are EVO Sunday games. Maybe not the best of choices in retrospect. But that's how it is. And we'll see how that stuff goes.
Yes.
But, dude, Wii U running the show over there.
What's that?
Wii U is running the show.
Oh, yeah. Not surprised. And you know what? Like, this is the one thing that I can say that I think would probably make a lot of people in the chat be like, we want Capcom to succeed. Because if MVCI and Street Fighter V fail, guarantee you fighting game community is run by Smash. It will be like 80% Smash Brothers, which I'm okay with because I enjoy Smash.
Cool with me.
I have no problem with that, but that's exactly what's going to happen.
I'm with you. I think you're probably right.
EVO will basically become like 60% Smash competitors.
And Capcom's like a little Dutch boy with his finger in the levee.
Yeah.
Just like stopping the sea from coming in. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever, that's fine with me. But yeah, you can go on smash.gg and you can see exactly who is where. Like Curly said, the guy who makes pools for a bunch of different tournaments, including this one. you can the pools are not ready yet, but you can see numbers and all that stuff. So, looking forward to it.
It'll be a really fun event. It'll be a really fun event. So hopefully the air conditioner works much stronger this year. Because the thing about it is, have you checked the weather? It's going to be a thunderstorm the whole entire weekend.
Always.
Yeah. So
Florida in June.
Dude, the best was the year that Injustice 1 came out, and Jabali showed up in the Black Adam cosplay.
No, it's right. Yeah.
And then the building got struck by lightning and it lost power.
Yeah.
And we're like, never do that again, Jabali.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be the same situation where if it's hot and humid inside and you go outside to cool off, it'll still be hot and humid outside.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But hopefully,
whatever geniuses put a tournament in Florida in the summer and a tournament in Canada in the winter. Come on, guys. Just do a little flipperoo, please. Go to Calgary or Toronto in like November, December, January.
Right,
Come
right.
on.
Oh man. All right.
Anyway, yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there.
Yes.
Say hello to James if you can. I'll be walking around.
Yeah.
But say hello to James.
Why me? In particular.
Just leave me alone.
Okay.
No, happy to say hello to everybody. Anyway, there's also DreamHack Summer.
Yes, coming
this weekend.
Yeah.
Which, last I checked, had 25 or 27 entrants for Street Fighter V.
Mm-hmm.
Something just abysmal. It's always been very curious to me.
Is it a premiere event as well?
It is indeed.
Okay.
It's always been curious that Jönköping, Sweden, however you pronounce that, is the site of one of the biggest video game festivals in the world. That's like just a weird choice.
Yeah, I heard a lot of players are going there because it's going to be easier to win.
Right. Not many people. Everybody going is legit. Like, there's no fluff there. So it's not going to be easy. But still, not many people signed up for it. Because do you want to fly into Sweden and then you take the bus for 2 hours in the middle of nowhere and then you're just like stuck in some small town? It's such a weird place. But hey, that's where they've been doing it, and they seem very intent on keeping it there, and it's certainly been successful for them, so I guess.
Yeah, someone tweeted, so GTO Akira said that Itazan, Mago, Daikokugo, and Gamerby, and Oil King, and more will all be there.
Yeah, you got to expect the top European players to be there.
Oh, there was the Twitch Esports SFE tourney, and according to Lab J010, or Lab Jolo or whatever, Snake Eyes beat Punk.
Ooh.
Which characters? Because I just don't know who Snake Eyes is using right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure, like, DreamHack has done fantastically for itself. It just seems weird to me that it would be there, but clearly it's been established for a long time at this point and super popular for a lot of the PC games.
Oh, it was Akuma, so he played Akuma and beat... Wow.
Cool, dude.
Interesting.
Gotta check that out. Didn't get a chance to watch any of that stuff today.
Dang. Okay, that's cool. Good job. Okay.
Interesting stuff. Yeah, he's been on a tear.
Yeah, Snake Eyes has really been leveling up, and I really think it has a lot to do with the fact that he's using less and less Geef.
It's weird because Geef is good.
Well, here's the thing.
I think Geef's better than Akuma.
So, I mean, I don't disagree, actually, but what Snake Eyes wanted to play with Geef was not working.
Yeah.
Playing Akuma is teaching him Street Fighter V, which then has turned and made his Geef even better, because now he's playing Street Fighter V a little bit more now.
Yeah, but apparently he did use Geef a lot during the tournament.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not saying that he's not... The more he uses Akuma, the more he plays Street Fighter V, the more he can separate himself from all the Street Fighter 4 things that he wants to do with Geef, right? And so that's why it's helping... Playing Akuma is helping his Geef.
Well... Couple of big tournaments coming up this weekend, like we said, so keep your eyes peeled for that stuff if you're not going. Basically, all the games will be there at some point or another. Mm-hmm. And like I said, you can check out CEO Gaming on Twitter for a lot of info. Smash.gg as well for all the streams and schedules and all that stuff.
Okay. He destroyed Arturo 3-0 with Geef? Really?
Art thinks that's an even matchup.
Really?
In fact, some Sims in the old Simquisition think Geef beats Stalsum. I pop in there every now and then to be like, come on, guy. Like, I just like, I usually just listen to or usually just read what they're writing. This is like a
Right.
secret Twitter chat of Dawson players. And I just like see and read it every now and then. But when I see that, I have to be in there like, come on, guys. Settle down.
Well,
that would be Saban, Arturo Sanchez.
let's talk a little bit about some just game news here. I know GTO Akira mentioned that Rage Volume 4 was this past weekend too, so hopefully we can get some results. DBFZ is only 20% done, apparently.
Well,
Art hasn't been motivated. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I understand that. I understand that from him. So, but also there was a couple of Capcom Pro Tour Online events that had results here. Oh, well, GTO Akira says, oh, that's right, Fudo won. He beat Nemo in Grand Finals. And Fudo finally won a tournament. Like, it's weird to say that, but he's been getting top 3, top 2 at every event, but he keeps coming just short. So.
Nemo's been in Grand Finals pretty consistently himself. Often on the winning side of it. So good job to him to be as consistent as he is. Mm-hmm. But definitely good job to Fudo for taking it. That was a really good tournament. Do you have the results up there?
Which one?
The Rage?
I just have it so that 7th place was Ponzaman and where the heck did his tweet go? I mean his post. Oh yeah, Ponzaman and Momochi were in 7th place. 5th place were Michie and Kichipamu. 4th place was Itazan. 3rd place Haitani. 2nd place Nemo. 1st place Fudo. I mean, look, Fudo, Nemo, Haitani. Like it's like those 3 are pretty much I feel like the best right now, along with Tokido maybe. From Japan, I don't know. What do you think? You think there's anyone else from Japan I might be missing?
Among people who travel a lot, maybe that's the list. Yeah, I kind of think that Gachikun would be up there, but he doesn't travel terribly often.
Yeah, so. That's true. That's true.
Dude, I really liked watching Kichipamu Gief. He was really good player. Mm-hmm, and then I also really enjoyed watching Haitani just destroy.
Oh, Bonchan, of course. Duh, Bonchan.
Obviously Bonchan.
Bonchan. Yeah, I knew I was missing somebody. Thank you.
Anyway, really fun to watch Haitani just know exactly how to beat every Gief player super easily. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I think Gief's really good in this game, but I do think he loses to Nikali. It's just Haitani always wins that matchup. I don't know that I've seen him lose to a Gief. Mm-hmm. He's so consistent at it. It's just fun to watch. Like, as somebody who plays Gief and I know how the matchup goes, at least at my level, it's really a treat to see somebody blow it up as much as he does. It's really cool. Anyway, fun to watch. Good tournament.
Capcom Pro Tour Online ranking event for Europe. The results were 7th place were Tres Puntos and Acre Cola. 5th place were with M. Bison and Urian. 5th place was Dr. Gulag with Laura. I Need More Power with Ken. 4th place was IND Shady with Nikali and Urian. 3rd place was Sunmate with Birdie. 2nd place was Swag Skeletor with Fong. And 1st place was ROG DSE Ras with Balrog. Now, what's interesting to note is that I think every online tournament up to this point has been won by Balrog.
Correct, in the different regions.
Yep, and now let's go to the North America.
Right, yeah. But shout-outs to the Fang player. Hey, nice work over there.
7th place was Marvello with Urian and Diminion with Fang and Guile. 5th place was Nephew with Colleen, and 5th place was Carlos FL with Ibuki. 4th place Flash with Urian and Vega. 3rd place CJ Truth with Cammy. 2nd place Method, Mike and Ike with Laura. And 1st place Brian F with Balrog.
Yeah.
So I think all 4 of the online events have been won by Balrog.
I believe you're right.
Balrog is the true online warrior.
Hey, he's a good character.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Cool on CJ Truth to get up that high. He's really been building his resume again. Mm-hmm. And nice to see Mike and Ike up there doing work as well.
Yeah.
By the way, Flash, I feel like gets top 8 at everything.
He does.
I tell you that. He hasn't won anything as far as I know, but he is. I feel like he's always minimum 9th place and usually top 8. So good job.
Oh man!
I'm happy to see some Fangs doing well. I think he's a pretty good character now. Not top tier, obviously, but certainly better than before.
Okay. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so I'll just talk about this because I hinted at it, but I just saw this just tweeted out. This was just tweeted out like 6 hours ago. But they basically said that Guilty Gear Revelator has had a sales boom after Dragon Ball FighterZ was announced.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So
That's so
apparently,
cool.
Sales estimating website Steam Spy is reporting a sudden burst in PC sales for Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator. The timing of the surge coincides with the announcement of Arc System Works' upcoming anime fighters Dragonball FighterZ.
Wow.
It appears new players are diving into the ASW catalog to prepare themselves for the impending Dragon Ball title. I think that's super cool.
I think that's... Wait, go up there. Looks like there's some numbers, actually.
Oh, was there? God. Scroll page. So on June 8th, Steam Spy reported 37,600 owners for the popular air dashing fighter. On June 9th, the first reports of DBFZ's existence was leaked. June 11th was the official announcement, and by June 11th, Steam Spy estimated a new total of 46,366 owners, an increase of 8,766 in 3 days. That's about 19% of total sales for the game over 3 days.
Keep in mind, only on PC, only talking about the Steam version, which I imagine is a tiny fraction of the overall sales of that game.
This is on Shoryuken.com, by the way. Someone's asking, where's this article at? And Blaze Blue Central Fiction also had a small push of about 2,000 plus owners.
Nice.
So there you go. And it's worth noting that Steam Spy is not 100% accurate as it measures owners and not actual sales. However, the spike is quite unlike anything Xrd has seen on the Steam platform since its release.
High five, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
Good work.
Let's go Arc System Works.
Definitely.
Okay. Some event news is that, here, let me go here. Let me see, are these the two same things here? Let's see here. So this is Rev Major Philippines. No, these are two different Philippine events.
Nice.
So Rev Major in the Philippines was just announced for July 8th and 9th. And it's coming to Makati City, I think. Wait, hang on a second, let me see this. So Rev Major Philippines brings Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, and more to Makati City in a Tekken World Tour Masters event.
Ooh.
Okay, so there you go. So that's going to be taking place this July, again, on 8th through 7th. They're going to have Street Fighter 5, Smash Wii U, Injustice 2, Rev 2, KOF 14, and UMVC 3.
Sick.
And then also announced was another Philippines major that was announced for September 8th and 10th. And they added 4 games to it. So it's the third annual Manila Cup is coming back. And it's going to be same city, apparently, Makati in Philippines, with Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, Smash Wii U, Injustice 2, Rev 2, Blaze Blue Central Fiction, MKXL, and UMVC 3. MK still kind of living?
How about that?
Maybe.
Makati is in Manila, apparently.
Oh, okay.
It's like in Metro Manila, so...
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. A couple of Philippines events coming up. So,
cool, man. Happy to see that.
We talked about this already. We talked about Dissidia Final Fantasy.
We did.
Right? That's coming out. We did talk about Red Hood. Do you have any impressions on Red Hood?
Red Hood. I have only watched the Watchtower. I haven't had a chance to play him yet today. Mm-hmm. But he shoots guns, and when his trait is a stance where he shoots other guns.
Okay.
I mean, no, he's
a gun shooting guy.
He definitely is a gun shooting guy. He seems like he is a zoner with potential for interesting mix-ups. Lots of air control. He seems to have really good anti-airs. Maybe not as good ground control. So, like, rather than like a Deadshot is like super ground control, not the best air control. Might be kind of the opposite. Okay. So that would be cool. A little bit different take on stuff.
Should rename him to Major Tom instead, then, right? So.
Because he air control?
Because he has ground control. Control for Major Tom.
But Major Tom's not the ground control, though. He's talking,
that's true.
Talking to ground control, anyway.
Yeah, but anyways, never mind. Okay.
Red Hood! I think he looks stupid. But I guess some people care about him. So that's cool. He looks to have some cool-looking gear, which is nice. And the play style, I think, is... is interesting. Like very setup heavy.
Someone keeps putting in the chat. I just want to acknowledge it. So there is an indie fighting game called Blade Strangers that has like it's another one of those like a whole bunch of different anime characters from different animes are like fighting in together or something like that. But it looks like it's a sprite based game and it looks like it's early on in development. So that will be at E3 as well.
Blade Strangers.
Blade Strangers, yeah.
Cool, dude. All right, is that in the indie section? It's just so that I know where to
go.
Oh,
maybe. I don't know.
Probably if it's an indie fighting game. Just gotta make sure.
Okay. But yeah, continue with Red Hood.
Well, I haven't played it yet, so I mean, my impressions are light. I just haven't had a chance. I was playing Injustice 2 last night as he was being pushed to the servers. But that only meant that my online play was horrible as the system just, I guess, was groaning under the strain of Red Hood.
Yeah, everyone was probably downloading the patch. So.
Yeah, and people theorized, like, I don't even know if this is real. During E3 week, people like are playing PSN games a lot and whatnot. I don't know if that makes it different. I don't know how it works. I'm no expert in console video games.
Okay. Console video games are the best, man. The best.
So anyway, I haven't had a chance to play them. For the same reason that I haven't had a chance to get E3 stuff. We were doing ESL today.
Yep. But speaking of Injustice 2, one of the big announcements that came out yesterday as well was that E-League is coming back with fighting games later on this year, and they are going to be hosting the Injustice 2 Tournament Series Championship as E-League. As E-League.
Very cool, because I love the production of E-League, and I love the commentators they brought from the FGC on E-League, and they certainly had great players, and the matches were awesome. And, the only production tournament-related issue I had with it after like the first few weeks when they were like asking what could we do better, people were like, here you go, and they took all that advice to heart. Was the grand finals, which was whatever bizarre format rather than the typical thing. And I'd be very surprised if they did that again.
Right.
I feel like they almost certainly learned because they learned from all the things that people asked for them to do differently in the first few weeks. So I'm excited for E-League Injustice 2. Happy to see that game gets the support. That's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of people are buying and playing that game.
Gonna say 3 things. 1, up the brightness.
Oh, please.
2, up the volume of the music. Or play different music. And 3, don't let anybody pause and restart. That
should just be general tournament rules. Like
only on stream. Only on stream. If you're on the pool station, do whatever the hell you want. Sure. But on stream, do not pause restart, please.
Yeah, and please have it not dark. If you haven't bought and played Injustice 2 or MKX, because they've been doing this forever, when you first load the game onto your system, one of the first things it has you do is it says, all right, here's the brightness.
Make sure the Superman logo is not visible, but the Batman is.
Lower the brightness until that point. As if, clearly they want it to be dark. Screw that.
Yeah.
Keep it bright. I want to see the things. I don't want to have to be struggling to see, like, what Batman's... Does he have bats or not? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway.
That's kind of the way...
I'm with you on all 3 points.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty exciting, though. But it's really cool to see. So, I hope they change the grand finals rule and continue to try to help. Like I said, there's always the concern of things going to esports.
Yes.
But as long as it doesn't take over the grassroots stuff, like a CEO, like a combo breaker, even like an Evo, right? As long as the fighting game community is not affected, and players don't become jaded, like, I don't want to go to anything unless it's E-League money, you know what I mean? Like, as long as that doesn't happen, then we're in a good position, in my opinion. So
yeah, if they feel like they're too uppity, then basically they can get bent.
Right. Okay.
Same for commentators.
Yes.
Don't be uppity about things. Not that anybody is, but for future concerns, please don't be.
Yeah, there was I haven't seen this yet, but there's a Yahoo Esports video called FGC Candid, and they actually just grabbed a bunch of top Injustice 2 players, and they just sit down and just talk about a bunch of stuff, and just kind of like let them talk to each other amongst each other with a bunch of stuff.
Who's there?
They have Echo Fox, Sonic Fox, Noble Dragon, Circa Forever King, and Nasser Tekken Master.
Looks like they also have Slayer and KDZ and Biohazard. Just looking at the
okay.
people up there on the
In the picture,
in the
right?
picture.
Yeah.
That's a great set of players to have up there. You got probably the 3 best in the world. IMO in Sonic Fox and Tekken Master, and I would put Dragon right up there. But if not Dragon, then for sure Forever King. But Slayer is right up there, and Biohazard has been in grand finals and top 8 twice in the 2 majors so far. Like I said, great list, and people from different areas. You got almost all of the U.S. represented, plus Canada, plus the Middle East.
Yeah, I'm sad that like Foxy Grandpa or Ketchup and Mustard aren't there. You know, I'm sure they would have had a lot of stuff to input. But I don't know where they got all these guys to sit down together. It must have happened at an event.
Foxy is a great player.
It was Combo Breaker. Breaker. The Combo brought. It was the Combo Breaker entire top 8. They just sat down with those guys and talked to all of them. Okay, that makes sense then.
Foxy Grandpa, man, I don't know what the deal is, but he did not have a good showing at Combo Breaker.
I remember that.
I'm sure that'll change because he's a very talented player, but right now, he doesn't seem like he's in that short list. I'd be surprised if he didn't end up there.
Right.
But he's not. I don't think he's there right now.
And also, just to support
Theo, same thing. Like, Theo doesn't have the results yet. Can he be up there? Absolutely.
Right.
But we got to see that first.
But also, to support the Brazilian fighting game community, there's a new indie documentary. One of the ads on this tab are playing, and I can't figure out which one it is. Stop. But it's called FGC Rio. Where is this video? Oh, Jesus Christ! Stop.
Ryan Kazmer got banned.
Did he?
He did.
How did? Oh, nice. Good job, Curly W. There's a documentary called FGC Rio, and there's a teaser trailer that just came out. If you go to SRK, Shoryuken.com, and just look up FGC Rio Brazil documentary, you should be able to find the article on it, and you can go watch the trailer there. But Brazil has been working super hard to grow their fighting game community. I get messages from them all the time, and they're always like, what can we do to help grow it? Like, can you help promote this? Can we do interviews? All sorts of stuff like that, yeah. And honestly, these guys deserve a lot of support.
Yeah,
They're
doing a lot of what it is that you need to do.
Uh-huh.
And sure enough, now, as compared to even just a few years ago, we're seeing more international travel from them. And we're seeing more international travel to Brazil. And we're seeing bigger events there. Obviously, there's been an FGC there for forever. But I'm happy to see them getting more international recognition now.
Guys like Brolinho have been traveling a lot, and occasionally and stuff like that. So Keoma obviously made a big splash at Capcom Pro Tour, Capcom Cup. So there you go.
Just to address GTO Akira's question, who says, did you see Foxy Grandpa rant on the fact that the Pro Tour for Injustice seems to give more advantage to North America than any other region? Yeah, I think that's accurate. However, I also think that NRS is obviously not exclusively an American game, but heavily a North American game, with the exception of maybe 4 or 5 people like in the world. All the best players in almost all of the like big scenes are North American. So I think that's too bad, and certainly I would want it to be different, and hopefully it will be in the future. But for now, there just isn't. I mean, there are scenes, of course. UK definitely has a scene. Like, there's other scenes across Europe and Middle East, but not in the size and scope as exists in North America. So I think that kind of makes sense. It's not really like Street Fighter or Tekken, where the sort of central power is like more.
But also remember that even in the Street Fighter tours, it was kind of weird at first. Like, one of the first Capcom Cups, there was only one like U.S. qualifier. Remember, like Chris Yu was the only one that like made it there. Yeah. And like, and then the next few years it was kind of unbalanced. But it's taken a few years to get there. So, like, you got to be happy that they're doing this, and it'll improve within the years. Rome was not built in a day, right?
No, indeed.
But Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's graphics were.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, that just came out. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Please delete. Okay. Anyways,
no esports commentary for Marvel Infinite for
I know.
James.
I guess so, right? Damn it.
Dang. I'm hopeful that the scenes in other parts of the world will grow, because they certainly have grown for Injustice, as they've grown in North America too. And hopefully there'll be better reason to have more tournaments elsewhere in the future.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move.
All right. That's all I have for game news, actually. Yeah, that's all I had for game news.
Anything else?
Not that I can think of. I think that's good. And now, people are saying that there's been a list of like potential characters in MVCI that was listed again. But you and I have talked about it before. We're just not fans of talking about these kind of leaks and stuff like that.
I feel bad about the leaks.
Yeah, I mean, people deserve to be excited about. I mean, like someone actually tweeted out. I think it was High Fight. He was like, "Can you imagine if Dragon Ball was not leaked?"
Oh my god, there would have been heart attacks,
dude. And then it was the first time people learned about that game, like at the conference.
Yeah,
we were robbed of that moment.
That's true
because of the leaks.
I absolutely agree. I mean, when everybody found out, I'm sure we were all excited. I was excited, but would I have been more excited if it were in the context of a big presentation and you're seeing the footage for the first time just after it's finding out about it? Probably would have been more exciting.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
A lot of people are saying that apparently... No, I have not seen an episode of Dragon Ball. I mentioned that earlier. But some people are saying that they really want us to talk about the fact that the DLC for Marvel is on disc. Because the DLC is going to be available on day one or something like that. The game is coming out and like the DLC is going to be available right away. So they're just doing SF Cross Tekken again. So it really is the sequel to Street Fighter Cross Tekken, right? I mean, because that's a 2v2, like you can tag out people.
I hear you. So, that's not a good decision.
No, it's not a good decision.
We were talking about DLC earlier and how it's just part of games and you have to accept that. But at the same time, there are limits to like what should be reasonable.
So some people are saying it's not confirmed. Some people are saying who cares. Some people are saying that it is confirmed.
I kind of think who cares. However, I also remember the reaction to it being on disc back in Cross Tekken, and it was a blow up. It was a hugely negative thing for Capcom. A lot of people hated it, and although I may not care about it that much personally, maybe you don't either, it would probably result in people being more angry than they can probably afford. I mean, there are too many things. There are too many things.
Too many
things.
Ill will right now.
Yeah.
And again, like I've been frustrated at the level of ill will going on there. I can understand being upset. So I mean, it's tough for me because, like I said, I want everything to succeed. I want all the fighting games to succeed. I want them all to be good, right? So.
Hey, Captain Marvel has a command grab? I didn't expect that. That's pretty sick, but she does, and she's got, like, beams to zone with.
Oh, nice.
She seems cool. Probably try it. Well, you don't really get a choice when you're playing story mode as to who you play. Game just decides for you, but definitely looking forward to her more. I didn't expect I would like it at all. Like her at all. But
I see. So on Reload,
she seems cool, though.
On Reload, who is a really technical guy, has done a lot of good combo videos and like has done like frame name like parsing and stuff like that to get like hitboxes and things like that. He's a really technical guy. He says that people in the industry explain the on-disc DLC because they make a product that would cost more than $60, right, ahead of time.
Yeah.
So they split up the cost.
But then he clarifies
Capcom's recent games have had small launch rosters or features, so yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, so you gotta have... I mean, like you were talking about with Mario Kart DLC, if you launch a full game and then you add cool content afterward, awesome. Like, that's great. That's better than not having it.
Right, exactly.
But I'm not sure that's what's happening here, though, anyway. Is it the worst? Maybe. So we're going to try out E3 tomorrow.
Yes. I'm excited for that. I'm going to check out things. And then mostly, I think it'll just be cool because I get to see a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Again, because I know like L.I. Joe is there, Kugi is there, a whole bunch of people there.
When SF5 was at E3 before it was launched, that's how it was, right? Like a lot of folks were there. Joe was there. A lot of other people were there. And so we were all in line trying the game simultaneously, learning things all at the same time. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, anything else?
Not that I can think of. Probably just gotta get ready for bed and go to E3 tomorrow. So gotta try to get there as early as I can, but that's probably a losing cause. I'll probably get there at like noon or something like that.
But
dude.
It starts at 10ish, I think.
I think so,
does.
yeah.
So.
I'll see what I can do. So.
Hey, I went gun shooting over the weekend.
Oh. What? You were playing light gun games
in real life? Liberal coastal Jew? Yeah.
Wow.
It was more fun than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be stupid, but it's pretty cool. And guess what?
What?
My brothers and my dad and I are crack shots.
Interesting. But does that mean that you will be able to defeat me and my Shiv?
Yeah, it does.
So I need to step up my game then.
You're the guy in Indiana Jones right now who's waving a sword around, and I just take out one of these guys.
Yeah, and then you just like...
And I just down you. Yeah, dude. We were actually really good. I couldn't believe it. I thought we would all suck. Like, why would we be good at that? But, yeah, we were actually really good about it. And it was interesting. It's like an interesting place to see who's there, and it was more diverse than I thought it would be, and it was, you know, I don't know if I want to do it again, but it was definitely cool to do once.
Right. Cool.
It went boom. Boom, boom.
Interesting. Okay.
It's like big booms, too.
Big, loud booms, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm still playing Zelda. I think I'm like 60 hours into the game, and I'm like barely completed any of it. So
I'm still cracking out on AUGH.
I haven't played Tekken Online yet. They fixed it, and I still haven't had a chance to play it yet. There's just like no time to play any of these video games. Video games are so hard to play right now for me. It's driving me nuts. I'm sad about that.
AUGH. Let's play AUGH.
Let's do it, dude.
No, man, we shot a Magnum. We shot some kind of pistol. We shot a rifle.
Shot a Magnum.
Yeah! And I figured out why in video games the Magnums are always, like, crazy damaging. And the recoil is crazy, because guess what? That's real life. They're wild, man. But like I said, I don't really feel like I need to do that again. I feel like that was, like, my time.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, that's it.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, man, no, it's true. The older you get, the less time you have for video. And the craziest thing about it is, like, I thought, like, when I lost my job and I was like, all right, let's go ahead and be a full-time streamer, that I would have so much more time to play video games. It just hasn't been the case. It's crazy.
Man, I see on this leak list that one of the characters is Garona. Crazy.
My Garona?
Garona half-working in that game?
My Garona. Garona.
I did not quick scope. Oh, wait. Yeah. I guess I did,
I guess
actually.
you kind of did quick
I guess
scope.
I kinda
Yeah,
did,
okay. GTO here is asking me, but you have the better answer. But actually, neither of us have played it. We don't know if it's like... if
it was...
netcode, yeah.
Yeah, it sucked yesterday night anyway, because I assume that was because they were pushing out Red Hood and changes, including the character selection screen is different now than it was before, so it probably just changes like that. They were screwing things up. But I'll try tonight, I guess. No, I'm going to be playing MVCI tonight. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to try that again, but hopefully the internet is good. Because I'm not going to get a chance to play tomorrow, because that's E3, and then we're leaving on Thursday, and I have to do work in between all that, and probably not too much time for the old AUGH.
Oh, man. Okay. All right, well, I think that's it for the night.
No, it was a World of Warcraft joke. It's Gamora. Come on. You're not nerdy enough.
I mean, Gamora was already in the
It was just the World of Warcraft joke. Jeez.
All right.
Well, that's it. We're going to go to E3 tomorrow. We'll be at CEO next weekend. We'll talk about all that stuff next Tuesday.
Hang on a second. Stop it. Go away.
Oh, I thought you were just going to play the thing.
No, I'm trying to. But...
I mean, like the clip that you had before. I thought that was why you had brought it up.
Oh, no. It was just there because I had saved it. So,
Genius.
But here we go.
Yeah, we'll take videos where we can, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
At E3.
Where is it? There we go. All right. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one.